Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. You're looking at a 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that you might know as a leFhy, we know as Fifi La Pew Pew. This one's located on the south spawn of Siegfried Line under the command of Appa561. Well, it takes him a little while to load in and he's off. Now, there are bots in this game. You'll probably notice that because the Panzer Signor Art just ahead of us has got colons in front of and behind his name. That means he's a bot. In fact, you can see a few other bots. The M8A1 and the M5A1 Stuart are both bots. But there are a few real players. The P2640 is real, the Churchill's real, the T1 Heavy is real. And that KW1, of course, one of the new premium tanks in the game, the Panzer KW1, came in at Christmas. Not exactly new, but I suppose you could say that it's rare, or rarish. Most people did get them if they bought the Christmas boxes. Not everyone paid for them, though. Okay, well, two Arty's either team, and on our team we've got an SU-122A, whereas on the enemy team they've got an M41 HMC. So I suppose that means the enemy team's got a slight advantage because, of course, as you know, the SU-122A does have a very narrow arc. Makes it very difficult to aim at the enemy and get good, accurate shots, but you can do it after a lot of practice. M8A1's the first target for Appa, rounds out. Oh, and he wipes him out with one shot. First shot kill. Okay, well, some of these are bots. The one he just killed wasn't a bot. That was Sergeant Major USMC. That's probably a real player. And yes, he's probably smarting from that. M8A1 lands the shell right next door to him, but he doesn't move. But he's out the game anyway because he got taken out by the Panzer KW1. Okay, we're looking at a bot there. That's a BT7. Trying to run away. No, he didn't keep going in a straight line. He turned at the corner. Can we get a shot over that? We might be able to. Oh! Well, before our shell arrives, he gets taken out of the game by the SU-122A. So it just goes to prove me wrong that that guy obviously knows how to aim his Arty. Looking around furiously for a new target to fire at. Oh! That was unfortunate. That was our DW2 blowing up when he got taken out by the KB1. Okay, the BK3001H. Unfortunately, he moves out the way to avoid our shell. We're one up on the enemy at the moment. Rounds out. Direct hit on the engine bay. 163. And he moves into cover. Oh, that didn't work out so well either. We just lost our Churchill 3. Now, we might be able to get a shot on this KV1. No, just narrowly missed him. The shell zipped in front of his turret. And now we're about to lose our M5A1 Stuart. Is he going to try and ram him? Well, he tried, but he failed. And I think our M5A1, which is a bot, is going to die anyway. Yes, he has gone. Rounds out. Well, that was a direct hit for 132, but that KV1 moving into cover. Now, the enemy PP has been spotted by our P2640. That's one of the live players. He's found the enemy Arty, and he's apparently attacking him in grid square A5, but I don't think our howitzer will actually reach that far. And in fact, actually, the enemy PP's now been killed. So both enemy Arty are now out of the game. Rounds out in the VK. Direct hit. 124. He's racking up the damage quickly. Rounds out again. And that's a kill shot. So he's got, I think that's his second kill of the game. So who's next? There's still 4 enemy tanks in the game. All of them supposedly, actually 3 of them supposedly in the town. There's one of them. It's a bot. It's a Type 95. Now that's got very thin armor. Japanese heavy tank. get a shot. If he moves around the corner, we will. Rounds out, bit late. There's the other enemy tank. It's a DW2. Rounds out. This should hit. Just misses him. And he's trying to get away now. Rounds out. Oh, just before our shell arrives, the KW1 managed to get the kill. And they've just lost their DW2, which now means the last enemy tank is a Panzer III Ausführung J, who's just behind that tree. We can see his outline. And he manages to get away for a brief moment before the KW1 comes in to try and kill him. And there's the last enemy. It's VK2001D, the one that we couldn't see in the town. And oh, he gets that one. He gets his third kill on the last enemy tank. Short numbers game. Well, that was the first battle of the day for Appa561, but he completed 4 of his 7 dailies in just one game. He got a third-class tanker for that one, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. His win rate was quite high, 2,361. It's not Super Unicum or Unicum, it's actually just very good, but it was a good game. Let's have a look at team scores. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Panzer KW1, who actually managed to get a high caliber and a top gun, 2,545 hit points. Second highest damage went to the KV1 on the enemy team, 2,194. And the third highest damage went to their VK3001H with 1,404. We can see that Appa managed to get 1,003 hit points. So, yes, he was in the top 5. But when it came to kills, he was actually second, or joint second, because the Panzer KW1 managed to get 6 kills. 3 kills went to the KV1 and to Appa, and then 2 kills to the others, or 1 kill. And as you can see here, there was only 7 real players on either team, and 1 tank short on the end. So there was only 14 tanks on either side. When it came to base XP, it was the Panzer KW1 that did the best, 1,514, which means he performed exceptionally well in his new premium tank. And we can see that Appa got 541, little way down the table. He was actually in 4th place. He fired 22 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 1 penetration, 8 splash, and damage of 1,003 hit points. He earned 96,554 credits from the game and 1,948 XP. So a decent battle in terms of credits and also experience points. He has sent us in another replay, so let's see how he gets on in that one. The second battle is on the Tundra map. We're North Spawn, and this battle took place much later on during the day. He's not moving very far away from his original spawn point. And he's looking up towards the hill. Obviously, there's plenty of fresh meat turning up here on a regular basis. Of course, it does actually help if you're further over to the west when you're shooting at the hill, mainly because the rocks tend to get in the way and you're having to shoot up onto a target which is actually higher than you. His first shot, this is the VK3002M, who's having a good go at our looks. And I don't think our looks is going to survive this. He might be able to outmaneuver the VK, but he's got teammates turning up. Second shot hits the rock as well. Let's try and get a shot to that T1 Heavy. Rounds out. Nope, misses it altogether. He's trying to get shots on targets, but you see, the problem is he's got a red line, and the red line is indicating that there's something obstructing the field of fire, and that's mainly because he's actually too close to the target. Now that shot did hit the T1 Heavy. We know that for sure because there was no explosion. Don't know how much damage it did though. In fact, now looks like virtually all of the enemy tanks have got something obstructing our field of fire. Trying to go for that T1 Heavy again. Rounds out. Nope, landed in front of him. Looks like the enemy has captured the hill. This is one I was saying about much better to go slightly further over to the west, because you've got much better arcs on shooting at enemy tanks if they capture the hill. There's less rocks obstructing field of fire. Well, that tree went down because an enemy tank knocked it down. We don't know who it was who did that, so we can't see them. We've got nobody spotting up there. T1 Heavy's coming up now. He was spotted, but we're firing blinded him. Oh, and he got a direct hit. So that's 2 direct hits, blind shots, that we've had on the T1 Heavy. There's an enemy light tank nearby at the moment. I'm not sure if Appa knows that, but he's now trying to take out the M4A1. Just missed him, it landed in front. That enemy light tank, by the way, has been wiped out. The KV-1 got him. And he gets a hit on the M4A1 for 168. It's a decent hit. But he's moved back into cover. Obviously didn't like getting hit by the Arty. There's the T1. He's only got 231 hit points left. We're going for the G1R. Direct hit right in his face. Enemy tanks don't like getting hit like that right in the face because it tends to knock out crew members, especially the driver. But he's blind firing now because he doesn't know what's up there. He can't see the enemy tanks. In fact, the only enemy tanks that can be spotted at the moment are a P-43B, an SU-100Y, and now suddenly enemy tanks are starting to be seen from the hill, but that's because they're firing from the hill. He fired blind there into an enemy Basotto, I think it was. It was seen in those bushes. Now we can't see anyone in front of us at all. In fact, all enemy tanks have suddenly disappeared, and there's only 4 left on our team. So it's not looking good. Looking around. Our T-50 has just found one of the enemy tanks, a G1R, but he's up on top of the hill. I think that was a proximity spot. In all likelihood, the enemy is already moving and getting closer to us. G1R rounds out, hits him, 40 hit points. Oh, we just lost. Was that? No, that was an enemy tank blowing up there. I think that was the box tank. Yeah, these guys are coming down off the hill now. Okay, going for the M4A1. He backs up to avoid. You can see where one of our shells hit him right on the side of the vehicle. And there's that T1 Heavy again, still on 231 hit points. Got a T6 Medium. Nope, didn't work. Fired a bit snapshot, but then he's firing snapshot because these enemies are so close to him. He's reloading as quickly as he can. Reload time 7.22 seconds. That was a blind snap, but it did hit the target. And I'm pretty sure that G1R is after him right now. Coming towards him. Oh, right in the face. Now, did we get spotted? Yes, we did. And that means now we're probably going to receive enemy fire. Just received a hit from the... we just saw the T6 Medium miss that shot. Oh, now we're receiving fire from the heavy tank on the hill. Put one into the side of the T6 Medium. He is relatively close, but there's enough bushes in the way to conceal us. And now we got the kill. Oh, and he blew the turret off that guy. And the T1 is blind firing at us because he can't see us, but he knows where we are. We're down to a one shot. Oh, and just as I say that, the T1 Heavy fires this last shot in, kills us. There's only one teammate left. It's the Skoda T25. He's over on the west side of the map, and he is already being attacked. So I don't think this game is going to last very much longer. In fact, saying that, the Skoda has managed to fend off that T28. And it means that he's actually quite a fast medium. Might be that the enemy team are going to have to cap to end this game, because I doubt they'll be able to chase that Skoda around the map. The fastest tank they've got is the T28, and if he gets wiped out, well, we are capping. Let's see if we can join the Skoda. You can see there's a bit of a standoff here. T28's very close to going because he's only got 40 hit points left. One shot from the Skoda's 75mm and he will be out the game straight away. But we've got one person in the cap. I would think that there's more than likely another tank coming down to try and deal with the Skoda. Yes, the other tank coming down is an M4A1. It's come up behind the Skoda. And there goes the T28. It was just one shot needed. There's two in the cap now, so the game will be over momentarily. And the last kill shot comes from the T1 Heavy, the same tank that took out Appa561. Here's the end of battle results for the second battle. I'm afraid it was a defeat, and unfortunately this time round Appa did manage to get a demolition expert because he blew one of the enemy tanks apart. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in the game. He managed to get 8. And the win 8 from that game was Super Unicum Standard, 3,475 hit points. But sadly, yes, he stayed in the same spot too long, and the T1 Heavy, even when he was blind firing, was able to hit him. You have to change position. If you get hit by an enemy tank, it's probably because they know where you are. And even if they still can't see you, they'll still keep firing at the same spot until they get a result in terms of a kill. So let's have a look at team score. Well, he did get the highest damage on his team. Appa got 1,591 hit points, but it was the second highest damage in the game because the box tank managed 2,062 and he picked up the high caliber. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the T1 Heavy that killed Appa, and he managed to get 1,582 hit points, an Invader medal, and a Confederate. So he not only killed the last enemy tank, but he also got an Invader out of it as well. So not bad for him. When it came to kills, it was actually the box tank. Got 4 kills from that one. 3 kills went to the T50, who also picked up a Pascucci's, the Skoda T25, the G1R, and the T1 Heavy actually scored in 3rd place, 2 kills, alongside Appa and the P43 Biz. When it came to base XP, although Appa had the highest base on his team, the highest base was actually down by the box tank, 977, 793 to the G1, and 756 to the G1R. He fired 30 rounds, so still had 20 rounds spare at the end of the game. 13 direct hits, but no explosion, no penetrations rather. But he did get 15 splash damage of 1,591, of which 583 wrote more than 300 meters. So most of it was close range shooting. He earned 11,325 credits from the game and 35 bonds and 1,021 XP. But best of all, this actually completed all of his standard bonuses for the day. So even though it was only the second battle in the Fifi on that day, he still managed to get his bonuses completed. So at least he got something out of it, even if it was a loss. I hope you appreciated those videos. If you did, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.